It's not easy when the public views you as a major bitch.
This news might really shock everyone, and I'm not ready for that.
You're fake.
I don't have much sympathy for you.
Not one of you had to deal with the things I had to this season, which is why I think I should pull all the skeletons out of each of your closets.
The OG heiress is back. Watch out.
Out of the shadows, my voice is loud and clear.
I'm ready to bring my special brand of influence to this town.
The most beautiful masterpieces have weathered a storm or two, and I'm no exception.
I'm not just a pretty face, I'm a gorgeous one.
Welcome to the Real Simwives of San Sequoia, Season 1 Reunion. I'm your host, Patrick Tarver, and from everyone here at Evolve, we are thankful for your support. For the fourth installment of the Real Simwives franchise, we ventured out to a place rich in not only simoleons, but in deep family history and decades of scandals and secrets. 3 of our Simwives have been fully immersed in this world since childhood, while 2 have only newly been introduced to it. But between the 5 of them, there was never a shortage of drama over the course of this unforgettable first season. Miss Margaret Hawthorne Montgomery, looking stunning. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you, love.
Dakota with the updo. How are you feeling about the reunion?
Oh, I'm feeling like things are about to get real, Patrick.
I'm betting it all on this blonde bombshell. Sophia, you are radiant.
You're the sweetest, thank you. You look very dapper as well.
Rocking that purple like a true queen. Roxy, you look gorgeous.
I feel gorgeous. I appreciate that, Patrick.
Last but never least and looking marvelous, it's Miss Dominique, resident supermodel of San Sequoia. How are you doing?
I'm actually lovely, thank you for asking.
In a season sprinkled with brawls at benefits, drama over dinners and reprehensible revelations, we found out early on that the habits passed down among generation to generation prove strenuous to break. And that rang especially true for Maggie, Dakota, and Roxy, who have grown up in this unique place we call San Sequoia. Ladies, thoughts?
I can only speak for myself, but that's so true. No matter the time I was away from San Sequoia, it's like as soon as I came back, I was back in that mindset of the dated ways of doing things. And it was a constant war in my head to make sure to not revert to that. The last thing I ever want to be is my mother, believe me.
You know, I would have to agree on the idea that the traditions and ideologies of this place are a little, for lack of a better word, dated. But there's a large number of them that I do hold close to my heart.
It's all pretentious bullshit, honestly. Shame and suppressing the truth aren't 2 things that I would choose to put at the forefront of my life. Again.
More on that later. Sophia and Dom, as 2 newbies to living in San Sequoia, what were your initial thoughts about these things?
I personally and thankfully didn't have to deal with it as much as Sophia did, and thought it was frankly stupid and laughable almost. But watching it back as it was airing, it became almost dark and scary. The point that some of these Sims go to, maintaining what they think is the facade of a perfect family, got real dark.
Dark is definitely accurate. It's like the more I learned about what being a part of this world actually meant, the harder I fought against it.
And I think that was evident for the viewers as well. All right, we have a question for Maggie from Ronaldo in Copperdale. After watching the season air, can you at least own the queen bee and entitled attitude that you have? No shade, you're my favorite Simwife.
Well, first off, thank you, Ronaldo. And I guess I can own the queen bee attitude a little bit, because I do see myself as the queen bee. But entitled? Nah.
Jocelyn from Henford-on-Bagley asks Dakota, is your son Fletcher still close with Maggie's daughter, April? Could you see the 2 of them potentially dating, and how would you feel about that?
Of course he is. They are literal best friends. It's the sweetest. And that is not possible because I am the proud mother of a gay son. Fletcher recently came out to us, even though he didn't have to because us mothers always know. And with his permission, he said I could let you guys know.
It's awesome to see that he has such a great mother and support system around him. All right, this question comes from Amanda2131 on YouTube. Sophia, now that you're going with the divorce from Drake, will you stay in San Sequoia, and what are your plans moving forward?
I might have talked a lot of about San Sequoia, but it does have its qualities that I enjoy. So we will see. Right now, with us still being in mediation, that seems like it's going to last forever. I can't really make any big decisions.
And you know you always have our support here. Roxy, you talked heavily about your rich lifestyle. Once you became an adult, why didn't you use the money and resources to find your daughter?
Okay, when did I talk heavily about my rich lifestyle? I need to clarify this. It was mentioned on the show that I come from wealth, which is obviously true. My own personal wealth was earned through my career of being an artist and being successful. I could have easily gotten access to my trust fund and lived off my parents, but I chose not to do that. But if I did choose to do that, it would be my own f***ing business. And I did use those resources to find my daughter, which was shown on one of the episodes. Duh.
It only took about 18 years for you to do that. Pathetic.
You're such a stupid bitch. You really have no idea. So don't comment on things that you can't even begin to understand.
Roxy, I hate to interject, but that was a major consensus from the majority of all of our viewers. They don't understand many things about the secret child you share with Drake. Another question we got asked frequently was what your husband Ezra and your children think of the whole ordeal, or if they even know.
Well, seeing as the season has aired, of course they know, and I can't speak for how they feel. Damn, I have already felt exploited enough for a lifetime. Can we stop talking about this at least for a second?
Here is a double question for Dominique. You are a beautiful sim with the best confidence. Where do you get your confidence from? They also ask, if Dane were to propose to you, would you then move out of San Sequoia?
That is too kind. I have developed confidence through learning to love myself. Even with all of my flaws, I am a confident sim and I own it. But to get to this point, I had to navigate through a sea of self-doubt. But if you can't love yourself, you can't invite others to love you either. And I'm so glad I realized that because I met my person in Dane. And you know, Patrick, I'm really unsure of what I would do. On one hand, I have built a life here, but I can't say that I feel an overwhelming sense of support and friendship. I'm not saying I don't care for and have friendships with some of these ladies, but I would like to feel more support and affirmation in these individual friendships, for sure.
I think that we all have been pretty affirming to her, Patrick.
On that note, we're going to have to take a quick break. We will be right back with the real Simwives of San Sequoia Season 1 reunion.
Amelia Price, The Power of X, new album featuring the smash hit single Super Magic, in stores and streaming now.
And we're back with the real Simwives of San Sequoia Season 1 reunion. Something we touched on a little earlier was Roxy sharing that she gave up a daughter years ago that she had with Drake. We commend her sheer honesty on the sensitive matter, but we did receive a large number of questions. One of the more recurring ones was, Roxy, if this secret had not been outed, would you have even attempted on finding her?
We can thank Dakota for outing this secret. Yes, it is something that Drake and I had been communicating about for a while, actually, but the entire process would have been done off camera. Even the conversation I had with my mom just felt so exploitative. Respecting the daughter Drake and I share, I am going to be more private with matters regarding her moving forward.
While on this subject, Amanda2131 also asks Maggie and Dakota, will the both of you give Roxy a sincere apology for how you both used her when you ladies were going at it?
Listen, I will take full responsibility on this and give Roxy a genuine apology for not only that, but for anything mean-spirited I have done to her in our past. I think you could see that regardless of anything that has transpired between she and I do have a huge amount of sympathy for her.
And I will say that Maggie has made an effort and has reached out even just to check on me multiple times since we wrapped filming, and I have appreciated that so much.
Our opinions differ on a lot of things, but I do want to show you some grace on this. Want to apologize for the past, and I do want the best for you in the future, Roxy.
Thank you for saying that, Dakota.
I'm so glad to see some kind of resolution between the three of you. YouTube user Mira Kelly K has a question for Dominique. I know your goal was to get married and find your mate. Do you feel that you've accomplished that? Is he the one?
Finding a mate wasn't my entire goal. It just was a storyline that was focused on. I also made great strides in my career as a supermodel as well. But yes, Dane is the one for me, and I am so happy with him.
Well said. Orson56 Jensen from YouTube has a question for Sophia. You have recently said that there is a shocking bombshell you had to drop. What is the big news?
Well, I guess I should go ahead and let everyone know before you find out somewhere else. I'm pregnant.
Wow. Well, I think a congratulations is in order, no matter the circumstances. One of our Twitter users has a question for Maggie. I recently saw the post from an Evolve event with you, Chelsea King, Charlotte Colby, and Amelia Price. Which Simwives from the other franchises are you closest with?
One of the main reasons I love all of the Evolve events is that we all get to connect with the amazing women in this franchise from the other cities. Well, of course I am close with those three gals. I've known Evelyn Hampton for years. I was on a panel with Alex and Tiffany at that event, and they're both great girls. And I'm in a group text, actually, with Carly and Piper from Del Sol Valley.
Well, ladies, we are sadly running out of time. It has been one memorable first season. I want to go around and each of you name your favorite memory of the season, and also one regret that you have.
My favorite memory would just have to be reconnecting and rebuilding my friendship with Dakota. And a regret, honestly, would have to be not making an effort to be a better friend to all of the ladies. But it is something that I will 100% work on moving forward.
I will agree with Maggie and also add that I really enjoyed the Night of Nectar party because I felt a great sense of sisterhood that night, and it was nice. A regret of mine would be seeming so icy and cold in the first part of the season.
A favorite memory would have to be the San Myshuno trip, and the ladies getting to know my background a little better. A regret would have to be not being as present to Dominique when she needed me.
Despite the drama that happened shortly after, a highlight would be my painting reveal event and feeling the love and support from everyone, even if it was short-lived. A regret would obviously be the way that everything was handled with revealing the news of my daughter.
Any time that we were all together learning from and about one another is a highlight for me. And a regret would be me letting my selfishness be revealed, which is something I'm working on.
And with that, the Real Simwives of San Sequoia Season 1 is officially a wrap. Once again, all of us at Evolve Entertainment, thank you for your support. I'm Patrick Tarver. Thank you and good night.